So, welcome to Cooking with Cathy. I'm Cathy Witt from Holy Cross Health, and today we are making an apple crisp. So, this is a dish that can be a breakfast, a snack, or a dessert. My ingredients are yogurt. You can use vanilla or plain if you're trying to cut your carbohydrates. Of course, the plain has fewer carbohydrates. Apples. So I recommend that you experiment with different apples. These are Fuji's that I'm using this evening, but there are so many varieties of apples, so try different ones to see which ones are your favorites. I have as my seasoning some apple pie spice. We're using a quarter teaspoon. Quinoa. Quinoa is actually a seed, so it has protein. It's often on a menu as a grain, or if you're looking at food groups, it's listed as a grain, but it's actually a seed, so it does have protein. And then I am topping the parfait off with some pecans. And then I thought I would add, so chia seeds are not in the recipe, but I thought I would add some chia seeds for a little extra protein. What I like about this dish is you can improvise. So if you don't have apples, you can use another kind of fruit. A pear would be nice, or some berries. You can use maybe walnuts. You can use, instead of the quinoa, you can use maybe oatmeal or even leftover rice. You can do it in the fridge overnight cold, so do your overnight parfait, like overnight oats, or you can serve it with the apples warmed. So let's get started. So I wanted to show you my handy device here to slice apples. However, you have to have an apple that's level or it doesn't come out as well. So all you do is you push down on it and it gives you some nice slices. Gives you a nice little arm exercise as well. So you see, so that's nice to do if you want to serve apple slices. You see how nice they come out. Now, if I didn't have this little tool, I just basically cut all like around the apple. I cut 2 slices on one side and 2 slices on the other. That works really well. And then it depends on how large you want your slices. I probably will cut this in 3s. So just 3 little slices. Always make sure your knives are sharp. It's actually easier to cut your finger if your knives are dull. So don't be afraid of sharp knives. I hope you guys are seeing my cutting board. So super simple. And then I just learned that apples baked in the microwave for about 2 minutes come out great. They come out really great if you don't want to wait to bake them in the oven. When I was growing up, my mother used to bake apples for us, but she would bake them whole. And of course you put your seasoning on we always use cinnamon, but because of this recipe, I've just discovered how delicious the apple pie spice is. And it smells like you're baking a pie in your house. So I'm going to microwave this for 2 minutes. Oh, but look at this. That was fast. So here you see how they come out really nice and soft, and they smell wonderful. All right, so now I'm going to try to layer it in this see-through. Of course, you could put it in a bowl if you want to make it easier, but we want to make it look pretty. So I'm going to layer it. So I'm using, you can use 1 container of yogurt. There's 1 serving left in this. Usually in the big container like this, there's 4 servings. I'm just going to start to layer that. So first I put a layer of yogurt on the bottom. Then I'm going to add the quinoa. I'll try to be a little bit neater. It's going all over the place. And then another layer of yogurt. And I have some taste testers waiting in the wings. And then I will add the apples, and it has a nice little apple pie spice juice in here that will be nice to pour on as well. And then I add the nuts. And you could even put a whipped topping on this, but I opted not to do that this evening. So here you have the finished product. They're nice apple parfait, and I want to show you what I did earlier. I did put one in the fridge in one of these mason jars. These mason jars are great because if you have to grab and go to work, you can take your breakfast, you can make a salad and just grab it and go. So that's ready. So if you don't have time for breakfast, do it the night before, and you can just grab that in the morning, and you're all set. Enjoy. Make healthy choices.